Okay, we're going to try this once again. So this is, again is the CC3220. This is the MQTT server client example that comes out of the SDK for the CC3220. So I have the CC3220 here, and it's running the MQTT client server, and it's also working with a mosquito broker that's running on a BeagleBone. And so that's where it gets its broker information, but it also has a server that's able to propagate that information and act sort of as an MQTT broker itself, but it's not. And then I have over here an MSP 432 with the CC3100 booster pack on the back of this, and then I have the LCD on here just because of another project I've been working on, and I didn't want to break up the family there. So what I have topics that can be published and subscribed between these two, and then also between the CC3220 and the broker that's running on the BeagleBone Black. So that's what I have up here. So I have on this side over here, this is my BeagleBone running the MQTT, the mosquito broker, and you can see where I have a Raspberry Pi that I'm also using to publish and subscribe to. And so what we can do for this particular example, I already did this once, but right here I'm subscribed to this topic right here, which is actually on the 3100, which comes from the Twitter example that they have, the MQTT client example that came out of the SDK for that, and then modify it so it's looking at the CC3220 for its broker rather than going actually to a broker. And so I can subscribe to that topic. And this particular topic, when I push the button, it gives its ID. Reach around there. There it goes. Yep. And I have the COM port up. I don't have the means of right now showing all that, but I'll put that in the post as well. But we see that we got the ID came back from that, and that's coming straight to the 3220. And that's what I'm subscribed to the 3220. So that's the IP of the server that's running on the 3220. So we can get out of that. And then we can also subscribe or actually publish to topics on that as well. Let me get this over here. So this is the RGB example that comes out of the examples for the SDK for the 3100. For the Twitter example that they have. So here should be able to turn on the blue LED, and then turn it off. I can turn on other LEDs. So this would be an example of where you could subscribe to a topic that's actually part of that belongs to the 3100. So this could be a node that's out there somewhere in the field or whatever, and then this 3220 could act as a gateway. And so your nodes are coming into the 3220, and it's processing this information, and then it could take that information and then propagate it up to the actual broker, up to the cloud, or wherever it needs to go. And that way you don't have to have that connection. And then this particular the node could be like in a energy saving state where it comes up and down, and then it just subscribes and publishes or whatever it needs to do, and then your actual gateway can stay up or whatever it's going to do. And so I can turn off the LED again. Oops, got too many zeros, but it doesn't matter. And then also, let me see if I can get over here. Nope. Should have that set already. Okay, so I'm going to change the IP on this. And there's another interesting one. You see the different IP addresses. What happens every time I bring up this CC3220, the IP address seems to change periodically, and it's bouncing around to different ones. It actually grabbed my broker's IP address at one time, so that was a mess. So let me see. I can subscribe to this topic. This is a button press topic, which is from the 3220, so I can pull that off, and then we see the button press that comes from that. So here I've been able to subscribe to topics on the 3220 as well as the 3100, and then depending on the events and where I'm sending the message, so I can either, in this particular case, I'm subscribed to this topic from the MQTT broker that's running on the BeagleBone over here, and then we can see that event that happened over here. And so that's pretty cool. And so that's pretty a simple example, but showing pretty much what these SDKs do. And an example where you could have something that's a gateway and then a node, and then the CC3220 working as a client and server at the same time. And that's pretty cool. So that's about it.